Hi everyone, welcome back once again. We are now down for the loser bracket finals for the FSL Thailand Qualifiers. I'm Illuminate.Candylism. Oh, with me is Raimi, Raiko, Kazami.
Yep.
There we go. Solid gameplay. We are now watching the gameplay coming in from Illuminate.Candylism versus Pastel Palettes, our winners from the previous bracket. So, previous match that we just saw, very exciting gameplay. And after this, the winner of this match will move into the grand finals of the Thailand Qualifiers.
Yeah. So we witnessed from the previous game that Pastel Palette actually plays a very good early game team comp. So we definitely want to see something like that again. And from the picks and ban, we see them banning Nocturne because they don't want to see the same thing happening again.
Yeah.
But there is still other champions which can still do the same thing. We have the Camille, we have the Lee Sin, of course Engage as well. So those champions definitely want to be banned. But right now, we actually see a Vladimir ban coming in. Is it a target ban?
Might be a target ban. Maybe they're hearing you talking about that Vladimir AD and they're like, ooh, gives me the spooks. I don't want to do that. But yeah, getting rid of that Nocturne, it's a good ban, getting rid of the Paranoia. So I think that's definitely where the strongest benefit of the Nocturne, getting rid of that Paranoia. But then you have champions like Camille who have so much mobility, and that's a whole different ballgame entirely. So let's see what they have and what they have to bring to the table right now. Akali gonna be banned out, very standard ban, so probably gonna see what Asha's getting banned out next, and you know it's a standard back and forth here.
Yeah, even Gally getting banned, so very standard stuff coming in, but we haven't seen those target bans coming in, so I'm pretty sure most of them actually play the meta stuff. So we're seeing the standard bans coming in. Aurelia. Probably the last one is gonna be a Lysandra ban coming in.
You know what? This is like whenever you meet somebody, right? After a long time, you're like, "Hey man, how you doing? Yeah. How's the weather? How's the family? You know, this is what pick and ban phase is right now. It's just this back and forth. Galio, Akali, Aurelia, Lysandra, you know, it's that, right?
Urgot getting taken. So this is just gonna be standard stuff. We're probably gonna see something like Camille. Camille's gonna take it away. This is really just like, you know, haven't seen you for like 1 month.
Hey,
what's up, Brendan?
Just like the back and forth. It's like, hey, what's up, man? Oh, actually, this would be very interesting. Getting that Kled, and this gives them that engage opportunity that Nocturne would have played previously. Hovering this Ari right now, I don't like this. This is showing their hands way too early.
Yep, Cassiopeia. I was just saying about the previous champions like that. Cassiopeia is actually pretty strong, and it was banned out by Lemon Flavor against them. Now Pastel Palette with Cassiopeia open, they decide to take it. Very good pick coming from the side of Pastel Palette.
Yeah, you get the Q max, the W max, and tons of damage. Just you're just going to shred through whatever they bring to the table. Sejuani coming in, very solid engage composition that they have. Very strong flex on the Cassiopeia. How does this matchup versus the Urgot work out? Because if we know that the Urgot destroys Cass, then Cass is definitely mid, right? So what happens here?
Cassiopeia can actually go against most mid laners, Urgot especially, but Urgot has to go a bit defensive. You can't really rush the Black Cleaver unless you want to get run down by the Cassiopeia. But we don't even know where the Cassiopeia is going top mid. He can go 80 carry as well.
Oh man, that's a big flex.
Yeah, Cassiopeia can go 80 carry, and we've seen this in many latest few games, especially in the LPL, LCK.
Yeah,
we see Viper going with the Cassiopeia bomb. We even seen All Stars Cassiopeia bomb lane. Definitely champion to go. So Cassiopeia right now is one of the highest priority champion because of the ability to flex. And we've seen him, we talked about the previous champions like, but this man right now is about how much can you flex. Like not the muscle flex, but yeah, how much can you flex to champion around. So by getting most of these champions where you can flex, you're actually providing so much information for your team to withdraw so that you don't show it too early in the Champions League, and any team will be like wondering what champion is going where. I don't know. And he picks an Orianna, but is the Orianna going against Cassiopeia? You don't know.
Yeah, weird flex, but okay. We're looking at a Thresh Orianna pickup on the side of Illuminate, so that's quite interesting for me. Thresh and Orianna are very early pickups, which kind of drives their composition and really shows their hands very much here. So they're not really looking to go in with something a little bit more unorthodox, it looks like, because it generally looks like they have very specific kind of goal in mind. I'm much more liking what Pastel Palettes are coming in right now, because it's a lot more up in the air. You know, it's still not exactly showing like, hey, this is what we're rocking. Instead, it gives them a lot of opportunity to be the ones to counter pick right now, because you have this Tom Kench, it's going to work very well against whoever Thresh lands a hook against. Tom Kench just gets the Devour, walks his 80 out, easy game.
Yeah, my eyes just kind of surprised me a little bit, because I was looking at the bans and coming, I seen Ilaoi ban coming in. So Annie must have been an Ilaoi main somewhere in the past season, because Ilaoi getting banned in a competitive game is something
Yeah.
you don't see very often unless like you're really a one triple RV. So very surprising. And we've seen Sintao and Jarvan getting banned in the second rotation, so jungle's being targeted because Illuminate.Candylism hasn't really picked the jungle, but Camille's still open. And if Camille's not taken, I'm very surprised because we've seen 2 games without Camille being taken, and it's just let through.
Yeah, Camille, super high priority jungle. I can understand, like, so maybe sometimes you like Xin Zhao as a personal preference, but Camille, honestly, you can't give up that hook shot, man. That hook shot's insane. Maximum range and gauge is so difficult for any of the enemy team to get away from. Right now, what I'm a little bit worried about is Illuminate.Candylism doesn't have much disengage. They're really just rocking this, like, sort of frontal kind of situation. Maybe the shockwave could be used to try and displace them a little bit, but it's very difficult for them to work with this. Jack's gonna be this pickup moving up against this Urgot lane. I mean,
Jax versus Urgot is actually a very interesting matchup because if the Jax actually gets a hit, the Urgot has no way of actually winning.
really? Okay.
Yeah, because Jax will just keep running at you, and
Yeah.
Urgot, you want to poke the champion out. But if Jax continually goes on you, the Urgot has to be the one running away. It's kind of like a game of cat and mouse. One has to be the cat, one has to be the mouse.
This is interesting. Zach coming in as the pick.
Zach's actually a pretty strong jungler right now, actually. It's
So
actually like, I'll
the-
rank
yeah.
it below S, about A tier, but it's actually pretty strong if you know how to play it.
This is interesting because usually champions like Camille, Graves, and all that have to be picked because the enemy team has a very strong early game jungler, which means you have to do this early skirmishing. But with Sejuani being the pick, you know, they have a bit more free space, so they're like, hey, we don't need to pick Camille here. We can use this delivery system from the Zac.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of junglers right now, especially in the
Lock it in. Lock this in. Lock this in.
Kalista. Oh, Kalista has a few changes and he's been good, but no,
Oh.
no, don't take it, Ezreal. It's gonna be a boring game. Please, go for the.
Take the Kalista. Take anything. Take
Yes,
anything.
take anything. Take the misfortune, Lucian. No, no, not the
no.
Ezreal. Oh, this is no meta stuff, guys. No. Oh,
Plus,
but
he gets away. What a safe lane, honestly speaking. Wait, maybe?
Ezreal mid, please. Ezreal mid. Don't go with the bottom lane. Oh.
Oh. Super safe lane here. You have the Ezreal, Exens Flux, you have the little nom for the Tom Kench. Super safe lane. Literally, no kills ball lane, I don't think. Would be very surprised if there are any kills there. So I think this game is really just a matter of the Jax popping off and just running away with the game.
So right now, the win condition is a little bit different from the previous game, where we see it's more mid-bottom focus. Right now, the win condition is the top lane now.
Yeah.
Can Jax outpower the Urgot, or the Urgot outpower the Jax?
Yeah, if the Urgot starts picking up a couple of items, gets that Gargoyle Stone Plate, super tanky, ton of health, just gonna be able to shred through whatever the enemy team has. So it's gonna be a top lane matchup, honestly speaking.
Yeah, and I kind of like what you said about the Zac, because Zac's usually not real picked, because when you have champions like the Camille, the Graves, you want to prioritize those champions. But Sejuani is a very scaling champion, so Zac has the time to scale. And we've seen a lot of competitive player like in the LCK. We've seen Clit, we've seen Viper, Tarzan. They've been playing the Zac, even though there's OP champions available, because Zac provides so much for the team in terms of CC, in terms of engage. You can engage from such a far distance. No one can actually expect that. So your warding patterns has to be different. So I'm very curious to see how Pastel Palette actually they move their wards around better, because they can't really place the standard wards are placed just outside the river entrance, because the Zac can actually come from the Raptor camp.
That's true, yeah.
A lot of things changes, yes.
Smart ganking patterns, a lot of entry points that the Zac can employ that other champions might not be able to do so. So that's going to be something that's very much on Pastel Palette to work on and see whether they have the vision or not. I mean, one good part they definitely have is that the small is absolutely safe. Even with the Zac gank, I don't think they can do much there. So really, you're just gonna mean there's so much pressure around that mid to top side, because Jax is definitely gonna be a big target for the Zac. Cassiopeia is definitely gonna be a big target for the Zac. So we have to see what they want to bring in terms of pressure. If their bot lane can do anything, because I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think Kai'Sa just wants to scale up. Thresh can look for the pick once they hit that mid game. Otherwise, Orianna, get the Orianna a little bit fed. Get the Urgot, definitely trying to get the Urgot fed. That seems to be the game plan they're working with.
Yeah, but I don't really like the Orianna, because Orianna has actually fallen down the meta a lot. So I would have preferred a better champion that has much better lane control. Maybe the Ahri, maybe even Carter's mid laner could have been possible.
Yeah.
A lot stronger wave clear, and you actually provide so much more in terms of just pressing R.
That's true. That's true. It's a safe champion pick, right? It's a champion pick that is very safe. It has a lot of versatility, but once again, you know, you want to have something that you do very well as opposed to having a bunch of these small parts that you do pretty okay. Definitely feels like with the change to the way the Cassiopeia is maxing Q, a lot of wave clear coming in for the cast and should be able to get rid of the wave. I don't know if Orianna can keep up with it. I haven't really seen this matchup show up very often, so I'm wondering how that's gonna play out.
Yeah, and even Lysandra is open, so I would have preferred Lysandra over something like Orianna because Lysandra provides so much more CC, provide much more ability to stand up for a fight through the E. And a lot of this comes in together with the Zek, because Zek as well as Lysandra can come from places you least expect. And it appears down bomb lane, bam, Ezreal Pumpkin dies, bam, the Jax die. Oh, Cassiopeia maybe with a clan she'll survive a bit, but in the Sejuani in jungle, you don't expect it, bam, the Sejuani dies.
So Lysandra definitely would have been a very nice pickup, a nice addition to the composition. But once again, they did pick up the Orianna relatively early on, and Orianna doesn't really have many hard counters, so definitely could understand why they opted for such a safe composition choice. But then again, Lysandra, I don't think Lysandra has hard counters too.
Yeah, and I'm very curious to see how this Orianna plus Zek combination works, because I do see sometimes in solo queue at least where the Orianna ultis away the target from the Zek's ultimate. So the Zek, so this it works. It happens a lot. So I'm really very excited. No, not excited, but I'm really very worried to see if this happens, because if that happens a lot of time, then it won't really work out for the side of Team Illuminate.Candylism. So Illuminate.Candylism really have to work things out and make sure that this doesn't happen. Communication is key in this duo, because Orianna Zek combo is pretty hard to start.
Yeah, you want to maintain that synergy. You don't want to have one guy ults away from the other guy, you know. So there's a little bit of communication that they have to work around with. Might be a little bit scary for the Thresh coming into this matchup, because I don't know if Thresh has the same kind of priority that they usually have. Maybe even Pyke might have been a more interesting pick coming in here.
Yeah, like in general, this team we want to see a lot of champions with the ability to engage, to initiate a fight. So actually, Thresh is not that good, but actually it's pretty decent.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But I think, like, you know, when you have so much...
you got a Leona again, man.
Yeah, you get that hard engage. Even I'm here. If I'm thinking that even if you want that kind of hook synergy, you run with the Pyke, because when they come in, you get that bone skewer off. You pull them in. When they try moving forward, you just get that big execute with the Orianna on, and then there's just a splash of damage. As opposed to the Thresh right now, I mean, Thresh has his potential to get a couple picks, but I'm not sure whether that's as effective here. So we'll have to see how things play out. He does have that Ignite. Pretty aggressive summer spell choice, to be honest, considering I don't know whether or not they're going to be able to use it in lane at all.
Yeah, and now we have another pause coming in, so oh my. Well, anyways, talking about the game itself, Jax is the only champion without a skin. I don't know whether Jax is playing spoil sport to the entire skin game, but Jax is literally not looking like he's gonna have fun, because against the Urgot, you're gonna get shoving pretty hard unless the Jax keeps going all in.
Yeah, both opting for that early corruption pot. So that first item corruption pot, I think that means that it actually favors the Urgot a little bit more. I think Jax might just get shoved in, doesn't really gain too much off the corrupting pot this early level, so we'll see what they want to do in terms of focus from the junglers, whether Sejuani is going to path up to the top side and look for that early gank.
Yeah, and I do see that most mid laners right now actually go for the corrupting potion, so very curious to see why the Orianna decides to go for the Doran plus 2 pots as well.
He didn't get the memo.
Yeah, he did. Probably a little bit. Have been living in the cave for the past 1-2 months.
Oh no, that's 2 BM.
Yeah, that's alright. Sorry, man. I mean,
critical gameplay.
Yeah, critical. He wants the extra 60 health. More important, because that's 60 health actually kind of takes away one corrupting health pot stack. So yeah, probably the 60 health.
So. Otherwise, yeah, it looks like pretty standard starts coming in from both teams, now spreading out to try and cover the entrance points for both sides here. Once again, it is Illuminate.Candylism on the blue side, and Pastel Palettes, the winners from last games, coming in on the red side now. Whew. Yeah. It's only been 1 game, but I feel like I've been through an entire best of 5 game series at this point. That was a very exciting game one for the night. If you guys haven't checked that out, I definitely recommend checking it out because it was very exciting. There were a lot of plays there being made. We are moving into our next game, and then last game, or rather last BO3 for the night, we'll be having the winner of this match versus the winners of the top bracket. So we will see how they want to go for that, because this is a double elimination competition. Everybody gets a second chance, you know.
Yeah, and Ezra just kind of poked off the Kaiser, getting a free stack.
Oh!
And, second poke!
He's rich. His pockets are lined with gold at this point.
So now, both sides are actually starting from the bottom side, so they're gonna path to the top side, and this was what we mentioned earlier in the Champions League, where both teams want to look to play to the top side, because if the Jax or the Urgot pops off, that's where the win condition comes in. Jax will manage to, if the Jax pops off, the Urgot cannot stay in lane, but if the Urgot pops off, the Jax will not be able to shove the lane at all, and that's not something you want for a Jax player, because as a Jax player, you always want to be the aggressor.
That's true. I mean, Jax, you know, you have really strong trade potential with your passive being able to stack that up. It looks like it's Conqueror as well. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit worried about how well the Jax is going to be able to trade, considering the tankiness of the Urgot. So, pre-level 3, probably not able to do too much. He did get that leap level 1, which takes away from the Counter-Strike. So, no resistances against auto attacks from the Urgot. So that might change things out. Oh, just a little bit of damage off. No Conqueror stack though. Very nice sidestep away from these mines coming in from the Urgot.
Yeah, this Jax looks like he's gonna be a good player, but no,
whoa.
Sejuani, level 2.
What is this? Hello?
You're in the wrong house, my pig rider.
Sejuani just walks in, saunters into the enemy Zax jungle, and just says hello, drops a ward. Neither team, neither player actually hit each other, right?
Yeah, they just stare at each other for about 2 seconds, walks off, and nothing just happened.
Very solid plays there.
But from that, we've seen the Sejuani actually path to the top side. I'm actually very curious why she did not go for the Scuttle at the top side, because knowing that the Zac is actually starting raid buff, I mean the Raptors, she should have just taken the Scuttle, because that should be a higher priority compared to the raid buff right now. But then again, the Zac did not move to the Scuttle Crab instantly, so yeah, she can afford to do this.
Yeah, actually, Zac looks like he's doing a full clear, which gives a lot of time for the Sejuani to move over to the Scuttle Crab. You can see Sejuani now pinging to go to the Scuttle Crab. This gives very good time for the Cassiopeia to try and shove out that mid lane to try and match this. They do look like they might have a little bit of vision onto the blue wall. I can't really tell whether that was the case or not. But now they should be able to just pick up the Scuttle Crab very easily. Both jungles are on top side, which means there might be a bit of a skirmish between the Jax and the Urgot. We'll have to see who overextends in this case.
Yeah, and you usually see Zac players actually doing
mid
this.
lane, coming in now. Orianna gets knocked up. There's a little bit of damage. Oh my god, rooted! Oh, the cleanse is too late! Kill! The damage! The first blood for the Cassiopeia!
That was so well played coming from Cassiopeia, rooting Orianna onto the stun.
Oh my goodness!
And there's no way to flash that. That was so good!
But pops the cleanse too. Oh my goodness. Free ganks coming in mid lane. Now Sejuani rotates out to the top side. Zac still.
Oh, he's going to go for another gang. Sejuani's on a highway train coming in here. And look at it.
They get the stun off. Nice use of the counter strike. A little bit more damage. Flashing into the arms of the Jax. A couple more auto attacks. Corrupting pot. And he gets the kill.
That is so good coming from Sejuani. Sejuani just went for 2 ganks in a minute. And 2 kills on the side for Pastel. So Pastel, good early game. We didn't mention that we want to see the Sejuani playing to the top side, and that is what the Sejuani is doing.
Oh my god, he's coming in all the way for you! Oh no!
There goes round 2!
Do it! Oh my goodness,
yes.
Jumping in, counter strike, the damage coming through. Conqueror being used now, chasing after the Urgot. Might be lacking a little bit, a couple more auto attacks. They get the kill! Oh, it's a trade back, but Jax has teleport, so it's an easy back into this lane.
This Sejuani is playing by the book. This is what you want to see coming in from this team comp. Playing by the top lane by Sejuani. You say, if he's gonna teleport, I'm gonna gank again. And that's what he did. 2 kills over to Jax, 1 instant fetch buy.
This is how you play jungle. Oh my goodness. Abusing player tendencies. You can't autopilot in these games because Sejuani is coming in to punish you.
Yeah, and that's what Urgot should not do, because Urgot, if falls behind, will lose to the Jax, and he did. But I'm not really happy with the fetch buy, because I think he should have bought the Tiamat, but because maybe he wants to control the lane, allow the Sejuani to gank, that's why he decides to go for the fetch instead of the Tiamat. So, yeah.
Yeah, Tiamat definitely would help a lot, especially against a very strong wave clear that the Urgot has. But as you mentioned, if you're waiting and expecting that Sejuani gang, it's fine if the lane crashes into you, because the Sejuani is just going to come in and help you out anyway.
Yeah, so Jack's really looking to play with his jungler, and Polycaton, the jungler of Pastel Palette. The previous game she was doing well as well. This game she's popping off 3 assists in 6 minutes. You did not expect this from Sejuani. We said in the Champions League, oh, Sejuani is gonna play scaling, but this is not scaling.
This is scaling.
Running
this
it down
is
hard.
Early game.
Oh,
hold on to the Ezreal. What is going on now in the bot lane? I don't think this is gonna mean too much, but man, that was an interesting interaction there.
That's a lot of trade coming in from the Ezreal and Ezreal.
Oh my goodness! Top lane's popping off, man. We're looking at the Jax coming up massive 3-1.
Yeah, this is what we fear in Champions League. If the Jax pops off, Urgot cannot stay in lane. She'll get run down by it. And
Jax coming in with the gank over to the mid lane. Where's the ultimate for the Cassiopeia? The clan's coming out. The flash in being used as well. Flashing forward, Orianna gets the final auto attack the channel from downtown, and he gets the kill on the cast.
Yep. Zac again with the irregular puffing and going for the gank from behind the Cassiopeia. So we already mentioned that Zac as a champion, you must be wary of how he's gonna gank. Your warding pattern has to be different, and that's what we've witnessed again. And now Sejuani mini Zac. Will there be action? And no, thanks for the leash.
Sejuani doesn't have smite though, but he doesn't know that, and he's gonna play things safe.
Sejuani's 6 though.
Oh, she's gonna play things safe. Wow, that's a very different change of pronouns. It's very difficult to keep track of.
Yeah. By looking at the game sheet right now, 7 minutes into the game, we see a 2,000 goal lead from the side of Pastel Palette, and Illuminate.Candylism with the one with the less scaling is actually falling behind.
That's gonna hurt them out, and as they move forward into the late game, I don't even know if they're gonna make it to the late game at this point.
Jax already bought a shin, so oh no, this Urgot is gonna hurt so much.
Yeah, this is the end of a dynasty here. Thresh over from the side, Sejuani coming into, they might spot him out. Oh my goodness! Into the wrong neighborhood, flashes away. Great use of the flash there. Hook on the Cassiopeia, the wrong target cast, nowhere left to run. Ignite, ticking down. One more auto tag, and Jughead gets the kill.
Oh no, Sejuani, what you doing?
Charging forward, Sash moves on the turret. That's gonna be the ultimate coming in from the Zac. He still has his passive up.
Oh,
Kaisa joins into the
down.
mid lane, rotating over. Great use of the Kaisa ultimate, charging forward over the mid lane. What incredible macro gameplay.
Illuminate.Candylism understands the fact that they need to stay around mid lane because that's their win condition right now. Moves over to the mid lane. Even the ADC comes as well, and now they managed to get 2 kills and 2 turret plating at least on the side of Illuminate.Candylism on the mid laner. And bottom lane didn't even shove the lane very hard, so it's actually a win for the side of Illuminate.Candylism.
Yeah, it was a very indecisive moment for Pastel Palette's bot lane. They were looking to try and move around mid lane. At the same time, they wanted to go and try and rotate to help out the mid lane side. So very indecisive moves right now. Charging forward as Ezreal might get a snipe on the Jax. Oh my goodness, so very close, but unable to find it. But the easy leash onto the dragon means that they should be able to find this. Kaisa,
Polycaton was like, thanks again for the leash. Leashing the Scuttle Crab and now the dragon, but Ocean Dragon in this stage of the game is very important at least, because with the Ocean Dragon right now, you're able to lane better, and the Jax especially, since the Jax is going to go hard on Urgot with such healing. Oh, the Urgot's gonna suffer so much.
Yeah, definitely agree.
Look at how far he's sitting behind the lane.
Is he even in EXP range anymore?
No, he's not. This is like literally torture for the Urgot. Urgot's not getting EXP. He can't farm. He's 35 CS behind the Jax.
She has exhaust too, right? She's gone full passive mode.
Yeah. This is not something you expect from the Urgot against the Jax, because you expect them to be like, pretty even at least. But no, the Jax is steamrolling it. And look here, Sejuani's coming in.
The passive came in. Whew. That has to be a clear sign. Right now, Jax and Orianna are moving over from
Jax
this
actually
blue
died.
buff.
Yep. Zach's going to hit. Oh no! Look at that damage.
Oh my
god! The damage.
Conqueror empowered auto attack. Where's the Sedge? Oh, just throw it right over the wall. They might be able to find a fight here. This is actually good. They could actually go for this 2v3. They could win this.
They could have won it, but the Urgot was pretty low as well. They don't want to force it because the Jax just jumps on the Urgot. That's it. Urgot dies, and it's gonna be a 2v2. If Cassiopeia roams as well, maybe not a good fight to take. But now look at Urgot under the turret, and Jax really wants to dive this Urgot. No flash.
I meant to say that Pastel Pellets could have fought that. They could have won that 2v3.
Oh, right. Oh.
Yeah, that was a time where it was just straight up, no hesitation, no fear, go in for that fight there, because I'm very confident that they could have won that 2v3 fight, despite the fact that Cassiopeia was still mid lane. Now it looks like it might be a gank. Moving over to the mid lane, Sejuani spots him out. Where's the Cassiopeia ultimate? Does not flash away. Will get caught down. Oh my goodness.
Execute it. Oh
He gets the kill. The wrist might coming in. Chilling Smite as well. Red buff procs the damage off, but Thresh right over to the mid lane. Guys are rotating over as well. Very nice movements coming in from Illuminate.Candylism's bot lane, but they will not be able to make up for the just overall top and mid gap, honestly.
Yeah, I'm very surprised to see that Oriana actually goes over to the Cassiopeia. Probably have been the poison. Not too sure how they did it, but yeah, that was actually a 1-for-1, which is actually in favor of the side of Pastel.
Doesn't Petrifying Gaze work on Jack while he's mid-E? Like, it stuns him mid-E, right?
Yeah, but her Petrifying Gaze wasn't even on.
Oh, it wasn't on?
Yeah,
man,
she did not use the Petrifying Gaze, so I'm very curious to see why did Oriana
was
die.
up, right?
Yeah, it was up, but she didn't use it.
Oh man, if she used it on the Zac while Zac is using the last slingshot, Zac gets stopped, right? That's how the mechanics work, right?
It does, but
oh man,
he will still get pulled over because of the ultimate, but I'm not sure what actually hit the Oriana, such that Oriana actually gets killed by Cassiopeia instead. Probably have been the poison somehow.
Yeah, might have just been a burn.
And here comes the Sejuani to the mid lane.
Used a long time ago. Do they have vision over this side of the jungle? Might be the reason why Oriana's backing off now.
Yeah, looking at the game tape right now, look at Jax. 3-1-0, Triforce completed, 650 gold bounty. That's where you want to see the action here.
Yeah, Jax at this point is just absolutely massive. Tons of damage up against this Urgot. And Urgot's still optimizing for the Black Cleaver. That's disrespect. Where's the tab eyes? Where's the early armor item?
Indeed. And actually Sejuani just took the blue buff away from the Cassiopeia because maybe she's like...
Cass doesn't deserve it. Cass doesn't work as hard as me.
You're dying too much. You're not worthy of the blue buff.
This isn't how the economy works. You gotta work for your blue buff, sir.
Yeah, 3 dash in 12 minutes. No blue buff for you, my friend. And in the top side, Jax is actually roaming down to the mid lane. He might want to force a fight. Spot out the control ward.
Yeah, so control ward now just gonna get cleared out. A little bit more vision for the Cassiopeia top side. A lot of control around this space now. Zac over him in the mid lane as well, but there's no window for him to jump into.
Yeah, I don't like this roaming project. And how here comes the... Oh,
Counter Strike a little bit too far away.
I really want to see Sejuani actually camping the top lane because
they can dive.
Yeah, they can definitely dive the Urgot, and that's what you want to see from the Sejuani, but I'm not really sure why she's actually hesitating with here. Is it because of information that Zac is always at the top side that they shouldn't do this? But the Zac has been always spotted at the bottom side, so she should be now moving to the top side. Like, play with the Jax, because Jax is their strongest lane right now. That's where their win conditions is.
Right now there is that opportunity for the catch onto the bot lane and then rotating to that dragon, so that might be what they're looking to go for right now. Very safe play otherwise.
Now bomb lane.
It's just a Cloud Drake though.
Yeah, but Cloud Drake is honestly pretty good, especially for rotations wise, and you have the Tahm Kench. So with the Cloud Drake, the Tahm Kench can actually bring you around the map even faster, and that's what you want to see from the Tahm Kench.
And Ezreal starting to skill up now, looking to be in a pretty comfortable position.
Yeah,
Jack just finds space to just walk around. Like, this is a slow part of the map. Honestly, yes, I definitely think that the Sejuani could force a bunch of ganks, like in the top lane especially. Like, we're talking about how she just camp top, right? Yes, they could do that, but it's kind of unnecessary. Hook coming in, goes wide, almost catches off the Sejuani, but missing out a little bit of range. This might be a big team fight. Teleport up on this Jax.
And look at here. It will be a fight coming in.
Should be moving in right now. Dragon almost taken down. Moving forward, the Jax does secure the Dragon first. Now over on the other end, flash away from the Tahm Kench. Sejuani in the pit, and now nowhere left to run. Flashes out.
Will Jax teleport to help this? No, the Jax decides not to. I think if Jax had went, then probably...
Oriana chasing after the Sejuani right now. Sejuani, where's Sejuani supposed to go? The cleanse comes in. Big misplay.
It was a cleanse burn, so maybe the Sejuani can look over to gang the mid lane again, but...
Very weird series of events from Pastel Palettes. This was a uncharacteristic mistake from them. They definitely could have done something there.
Yeah, I feel that they could have done something. They could have forced the
That's
Jack
right,
but here
Reese.
comes
Anything,
Melee.
anything. Please, just do something. No!
Oh no! You flashed forward! What is going on?
No petrifying gaze. No petrifying gaze available. Uses the flash.
Oh no, what's going on? Ninetales just self-destruct, flash forward, and gives the free kill over to the Orianna. So the Zac maybe didn't get an assist.
Yeah.
Actually, Zac did got the assist. Oh, that was so bad coming from the South Pastel Palette. But Illuminate.Candylism, although they were on the losing end at the start, now they have actually evened up the goal. They are actually now pretty even though they have the target because of the kleptomacy on Ezreal, and as well as the Jax being on such a big bounty.
Yeah, and they're not even aware that Rift Herald is being picked up right now. This is uncharacteristic of Pastel Palettes. They've been playing so well up to this point, and now all of a sudden they've been making a bunch of, I would even go as far as saying rookie mistakes in the past couple minutes.
Yeah, and now Rift Herald's taken over by the side of Illuminate.Candylism. Junkhead has actually been pretty on point with the Zac gang, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Junkhead has been popping off. I mean, after the initial wave of gangs coming in from Sejuani, it's just been Junkhead popping off, going in, getting catches every single opportunity he
And
can.
here, bomb lane, look.
Oh, a little bit of damage onto the Thresh there.
Ooh, what a chunk of damage coming through the trash. This will actually give priority a little bit to the bomb side. They can get the bottom turret.
Should be able to find a little bit more out of this here.
Oh, but decide to back off.
Yeah, Kai'Sa just gonna get a little bit of free farm here.
Yeah, and honestly, when I look at the summon spells of Ezreal, we usually do see the teleport coming for the Ezreal, because Ezreal, you're gonna play so safe, you're just gonna use the teleport, get back to lane with your teleport with all the items, the Shin, the Tear of the Goddess, and then you teleport back again the second time, you probably get your Iceborne Goblin or even the Mana Mune. So, going for the kill, and when you're not going aggressive, I think it's a little bit wasted on the side of the Ezreal, because as Ezreal, you're gonna play very safe as well. So, kind of disappointed by the summer choice. But then again, now Ezreal actually has a lead over the bottom side, but no, Rift Herald's actually been spawned at the bottom side, 4-man bottom.
They're looking to try and shove out this bot wave. I'm a little bit curious about this Iceborne Gauntlet first item from the Ezreal instead of opting to finish that Mana Mune. Very passive kind of playstyle there, not proactive enough, I would feel. Cassiopeia coming in from the sidelines.
Engage coming in.
Looks to set up the fight.
Whoa!
Huge shockwave on the 3, and that's going to be a massive fight. Zac pulls them back. They're looking to try and end things off. Very low health bars on the side of the red team. One by one, they fall. The essence flash away.
Didn't die!
Double kill for the Thresh, and they just pulled away 3 kills.
Argot killed the Jack!
A shutdown under the top lane, and it's a massive catch for the blue team. Illuminate.Candylism. What is going on?
What is this game? Doesn't make sense. Jax is 3-1-0 and still loses to the Urgot solo kill. This game just went bonkers. Oh my god. But what a shockwave coming in from the Orianna that actually changed the momentum of the fight. Zac did not die as well, and look at Zac, the fattest member in the enemy in the side of Illuminate.Candylism.
Yeah, what a shame. What a shame of a game.
Pastel Palette was on such a good start, but a series of bad decision making from the side, especially from Polycaton in terms of a pathing where she wanted to focus, and just Cassiopeia pressing the wrong buttons, maybe.
Yeah,
those few chain of events kind of swing the favor back to Illuminate.Candylism, and Illuminate.Candylism just steamrolled from that onwards.
Yeah, very good capitalization of the mistakes that Pastel Palettes have just been making ever since that 10-minute mark, honestly. Actually, even after the 6-minute mark, the 6-minute mark was when Sejuani had the three assists, right? So ever since that point, they've just been falling off. They haven't been in position. They haven't been where the Dragon is. They haven't been where the Rift Herald is. They've been focusing so much on just shoving out the lanes, and Sejuani is too afraid to go for these dives and these setups that they weren't able to compound the lead at all.
Right now the Infernal Dragon's up, and it's most likely going to be taken by Illuminate.Candylism. Pastel Palette has no priority here. They can't even fight them out. The Orianna, which we actually kind of like say that it wasn't such a good pick against the Cassiopeia, is actually doing pretty well. already an item ahead of the Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia hasn't even finished her Oblivion Up into the Morel Nomicon yet, so Oriana way ahead of the game. Zac, Gargoyle Stoneblade, just flying in with the Gargoyle Stoneblade going for a 4k health. And
Oh my goodness! Look at the damage on the Cassiopeia!
That is just disgusting.
Ravage attack, man. Holy
Just
cow.
a Q and W on the Cassiopeia, and that's the amount of health she has left. Imagine if that was the full combo, that's it.
Yeah,
Cassiopeia is
honestly,
just
I think
dead.
Oriana wasn't even expecting the damage. If Inky knew how much damage she was gonna
She
do,
was gonna press the R.
she would have pressed R, man. One auto attack, she's dead. Whew.
Long live the Cassiopeia. She's not to be seen again. Now the side of Illuminate.Candylism, they're now pathing to the top side, looking to punish the Jax, but the Jax managed to back off on time. Right at this point of time, Jax should honestly just try to play the different lane against the enemy, because the Jax wants to focus on split pushing. And honestly, against the Urgot,
If he can't 1v1 the Urgot, he should just go to the lane.
yeah, and usually against Urgot, you want to see him go for the Essence River, but yes, she's going for the Essence River with the Warfield Call Hammer. So, good item pathing here, but I still cannot believe that she lost the 1v1.
Yeah. It's a question whether the Essence Reaver might have been a bit too late, and that maybe that was the reason why it cost her the 1v1 against the Urgot. But that's so unexcusable, honestly. She had to get that 1v1. The entire team was imploding down the bot side. That one kill could have meant that the Jax could have tried to equalize that bot lane, but without that, she's just falling behind against the Urgot, who is scaling so well right now.
Yeah, and now looking at the game condition right now, 22 minutes into the game, 11-5 is the kill score. Illuminate.Candylism have a 3,000 gold advantage, and this is honestly not very big, but most of the goal right now is on the side of the Oriana as well as the Kai'Sa, the two biggest carries in one go. And look at the Jax is trying to one-on-one.
Wow, solid damage coming for the Urgot, forces the flash on
Oh, no,
the Jax.
the Jax.
Will they be able to go for this? Why are they not following on? Moving in now.
Oh, he flew in back in the middle of the fight. What is this Jax doing?
Huh?
What just happened? What just happened?
What just happened? What?
This
Baron started out by Illuminate.Candylism. They found a great opportunity for them to go for this Baron right now. Teleport available on the Urgot. Oh my goodness. Shockwave almost catches out the Cassiopeia. A lot of damage being dealt right now. 1v3. Oriana holds down the fort.
She's running it down mid.
Can you get more alpha than this?
Yeah, this is legitimately the female alpha of Illuminate.Candylism. Running it down mid 1v3.
Just right into their face, literally. Nobody, Sejuani, Cass, Tom Cash, nobody wants anything to do with this Oriana right now. Just backs off. Holy cow.
Yeah, and Baron buff is taken by itself. Illuminate.Candylism faster than the previous game. So we want to see how Illuminate.Candylism use this Baron buff to push even further the lead. Because with the Baron buff, especially after the 25-minute mark, you see that you do know that cannon minions now comes in every wave. So with the cannon minion changes, you can actually use the cannon minion to stitch down turrets even faster. With the Baron buff minion, so you have at least 2-3 waves of cannons just keep chunking down the turret. So that's what Illuminate.Candylism wants to do right now.
Yeah, that's what they want to try and set up for. Whether or not they're going to be able to do that so easily, something that we're going to have to see Pastel Palace work against them with, right? Pastel Palace have to try and set up, they have to try and wave clear. Thankfully, Cassiopeia still definitely has a little bit of wave clear with the Q-Max. But Ezreal, definitely not an ADC with a lot of wave clear. That's going to be a bit of an issue for them, I think, as they move into the later stages of the game. Especially if they lose an inhibitor, I don't think they're going to be able to stop this.
Yeah, I want to highlight someone definitely Sparkly. She was being trashed by the Jax, but now she's actually ahead of Jax in terms of level. And now he has a 450 gold bounty.
Yeah, now being able to find this.
Oh, a hook on the Cassiopeia.
Pops the cleanse. That's a very weird use of the summoner spell there. Not only was it a little bit late, but it didn't do that much. Gets the catch under Cassiopeia once again. There's going to be the engage going on to the Urgot, the petrifying gaze.
Look at Kai'Sa's health.
Up, heal coming up being used, but Ninetales just gets popped by the shockwave.
But look at Jax. Jax is split pushing down bomb lane. He might be able to get the tier 2 turret, but it doesn't seem like.
We might be able to do this. Okay, a couple more auto attacks. The Urgot coming in right now. Moving over to the mid lane. They force the heal coming in from the Ezreal. Oriana, Kai'Sa from the side getting taken down to a very low health. But they will be able to find this mid lane inhibitor turret now. Moving on to the inhibitor as well. They have the Zeke Armor gets the additional damage onto the Thresh over there. They're now charging up for the Nexus turret. The first one now in their sights. The Urgot holding off the Jax. They get the hook onto the Sejuani. Will they be able to focus this damage down a little bit more? They're not going to be able to find it. They have the Ares shield.
The Jax is coming from the back.
Jax now moving in. Urgot on his heels.
Oh!
Get comes in. A 3-man stun. It's the first shutdown. They're chasing after the Jax. They're chasing after the Zac. Actually, Jax jumps onto Zac. What a tongue twister. Now onto the Thresh. He's very low health left, but they're not going to look for it anymore. A shutdown. 2 kills going over to the Ezreal.
Yeah, that was a little bit overextension by the side of Illuminate.Candylism. They got it hinted they should have backed off. They didn't even manage to get it next to start. So Illuminate.Candylism stayed a bit too long. They should have known that Jax was being chased by the Urgot, so they should have backed off earlier, but no, they still want to stay for the next start. And then 2 kills goes over to the side of Jamie from the side of Pastel, and 2 shutdowns. Bounty goes over to the side of Ezreal as well. A lot of gold coming in.
This is looking like a very different game for the first one, the one that we just saw. This is dragging now up as well. Cloud Drake, another one coming over to Illuminate would be quite nice for them. They say thank you for the leash after Sejuani stole away his Zac Skylecraft the last time. Sparky Jughead now gets retribution, gets the revenge with his teammates.
Yeah, now Essence River has been completed for Jax, so now we should be able to see the Jax winning the 1v1 unless another misplay comes from the side of Andy. And on the side of Illuminate.Candylism, Orianna has completed her Zhonya's Hourglass, so it will be much safer for her to play more alpha version. She's just gonna keep running it down in enemy faces. They have to keep running away. Ezreal though, completing his 3rd item, most likely gonna be the Seraph Embrace, and this is not what I expect from this team comp, at least for the Ezreal, because right now he's falling behind. Because if he's falling behind,
that makes sense. Yeah,
he should go for the Blade Ranking because it provides more damage. But if he's the one ahead, then I would agree with this option of going for the Seraph Embrace.
Yeah, that's actually true. You want to get the attack speed from the Blade of the Rune King. A little bit of lifesteal is nice too, or even a defensive item, but opting for the Seraph Embrace, I'm not sure how close Ezreal is to completing the upgrade. If he's very close, I mean, sure, fine. I'll give it to you.
Look at Jax now. You're losing the 1v1 again.
Exhaust coming in, and there's just going to be the Jax being forced away there. Half health off a quick trade with this Urgot. And now pressure down the bot lane. It's a horror story for Pastel Palace as they're just watching their base get wrecked into shambles. And the Sejuani ultimate goes wide.
Everything is going a little bit wrong for the side of Pastel Palette. Sejuani misses the ultimate. Jax not winning the 1v1. This is not looking good for the side of Pastel Palette.
Hook on to Sejuani. Do they have what it takes to go in here?
I want to see Inky just one-shot somebody. Probably
it's coming. It's coming.
Yep.
Jax
again on the top side by himself. 5-man. Looks like they're gonna force something right now.
Jumping in, they can't catch onto the Ezreal.
Oh!
Jumps in, nice use. What do you see? Ultimate coming in. It's a 2-man shockwave onto the Sejuani, onto the Tom Kench, and the fight continues.
Jax TP.
Teleport coming in for the Jax. He cannot cancel. He gets hooked out. The counter strike comes in, but it will not be enough to save his life. Zac over on the side. Look at how small he is at this point. But it doesn't even matter because it's a double kill. They're taking down the base one by one. Oh my goodness!
Double kill!
Jumps in.
Ezreal's trying to survive the game.
Inky might be able to get a one-shot onto the Cassiopeia. The damage comes through. The Ezreal jumps in with a flash forward for the Orianna, and they get the shutdown. And it's a quick kill, and it's the Nexus, and it's gonna be game.
Game to the side of Illuminate.Candylism. What a fight from the side of Jughead. Engaging on the enemy. He managed to get 3 people back into the front, and Orianna just boomed them down. Orianna definitely the MVP for me in this game. That was a good fight coming from Illuminate.Candylism.
That was a solid team fight. That was a fun team fight. I have to say, that was very messy. The Thresh and the Zac got left behind. They were sacrificial lambs. They delayed the Ezreal at that point. And unfortunately, Ezreal was so close to being able to get a couple of kills to try and stall the game, but just too much pressure, just couldn't take it at that point.
Yeah, Ezreal, no, they probably thought that, this Ezreal is definitely pretty small, so we can take him on.
Yeah.
But no, little did they know that the Ezreal actually smashed them hard. And he almost managed to keep the team alive, but just 3v1 is a little bit too much for the Ezreal. She's not as alpha as Inky on the Orianna. She can't do that.
Yeah, I just cannot handle that alpha status, and Inky just running away with the game. Such an incredible Orianna gameplay, to be honest. I mean, we were a little bit hesitant to make a solid call on what the Orianna might be able to bring, but she's obviously shown us wrong. And she's been a great contributing factor to the win that they've managed to pull out.
Yeah, so good game to Illuminate.Candylism. They actually moves on to the grand finals to go on the best of 3 for the top spot of the FSL.
Yeah.
So we'll go over for a 5-minute break, and we'll see you. So stay tuned.